Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Latin
In
Voices.
voices.
So, today we have a special guest. She is coming from all the way from Portugal. She's originally from Congo, but let's first start introducing ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama. I reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I work in the movie industry, and I'm a digital business owner.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live in Ontario, Canada, but I'm from, I born in Cuba, and I'm also a digital business owner from part of this amazing community.
Thank you, Jesse. I think Isabel is frozen. Uh, okay. So I'm just gonna introduce Isabel. So Isabel, okay. She left, but I'm just gonna introduce her. So Isabel is originally from Mexico. She resides in North Carolina, United States. Um, she is an assistant teacher and also a digital business owner. So how was your day, Jesse, today?
Was a little bit crazy. I was working today. I just came up from work. But that's the good part of this business, no? That's why we are so empowered about it because you can do many things, and with the small time that we'll have of the 24 hours wasn't that bad. Like a normal day for a busy day as a nurse, but it happens.
Yeah.
and I
Is it
feel
still
and I'm feeling much better. For everyone that's asking me, sending me a
mm,
message. Thank you so much. I'm much better. Things will get better, but thank you for all the good, get well. I don't know how you say that word. Get better wishes and all of that they sent me.
thank you, Jesse. And how is the weather? Is it like hot over there? Like over here is very hot.
Actually, it's really hot here in Ontario, but it's been overcast. It's been like no sun today, and we may have shower tonight, like a thunder
Oh
shower
wow.
tonight.
So that
Yeah,
will
it was
help.
thunder shower yesterday too.
Okay, so Isabel is back. Isabel, I introduce you yourself. I introduce yourself, but you can introduce yourself to the viewers.
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Isabel. I live in North Carolina, USA. I work for the school system as a teacher assistant. And I also have my digital business.
Okay, thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Isabel. Okay, so we're gonna bring our guest to the studio. Hi, Mireille. Thank you for
Hi, ladies.
thank you for accepting, to come to our live today.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. So glad to be here.
Thank you. I know it's very late over there. What time is it? So the viewers know what time is it over here. Like here in Vancouver, it's 12:38 p.m. And in Portugal,
In Portugal now it's eight, almost 8:40. So 20 minutes to 9 p.m. Yes.
wow,
Wow.
Yeah.
it's very late. And thank you for accepting our live. And we also wanted to show, to our community, to our viewers who are watching today, like our community is global. So as you see, Mireille is in Portugal. We are, Jesse and I were in Canada, and Isabel is in the US. So I just wanted to show you that. So that's why we bring, different guests from different parts of the world to show you. So would you like to introduce yourself, Mireille, to our audience?
Yes, please. My name is, as you said, Mireille. Mireille is a French name.
Yes.
Mireille Kashila Martins. Kashila is from the Congo. So I'm originally from the Congo. And I'm married to a Belgian, Flemish Belgian guy. That's why the name Martins. So I'm a mom and a wife. And currently, I'm just a stay-home mom and a digital business owner for now.
Thank you, Mireille.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so let's just start with the questions. Okay. Okay, so can you tell us a bit about your background and how you ended up moving to from Congo to Portugal?
Yes, sure. It's a long story. If you want to stay till tomorrow, but I will try to make it short, of course, because of our time. I study business law back of the time, and I never practiced law, and I got a job. My first job was in restoration, so I was working for a huge restaurant in Congo, and after that, I started to work for airlines company, Brussels Airlines Company. Brussels is the capital of Belgium for people who know Belgium. So it's a huge company as well. So I start working for the Brussels Airlines. So I start traveling a lot, enjoy visiting many countries, so many countries. But when I got married, my husband was in Congo as well. I got married to him, and he had to relocate to Haiti because Haiti in that time has this earthquake. Um, we all know about this story in Haiti when they have this huge earthquake. So my husband was sent to Haiti to relocate there to just help people because he was working for an international organization. So when we decided to go together as a family with my daughter, we spent I think almost a year in Haiti, and then we moved after that in Jamaica, where I spent 10 years. And after Jamaica, we decided to come back to Belgium because my husband is Belgian. And we came back to Belgium. And finally, we decided to live in Portugal because of the weather, where the weather here is better. It's a bit like, you guys in the Latino country, Mexico, all of this. And we have beautiful beaches as well here. So that's why we wanted to stay here. And yeah, this is how I ended up living in Portugal. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I hear good things about Portugal, the weather and the
It's,
amazing views. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country, and we have, as I said, we have beach. All the beautiful beaches. Because you know what, I was lucky enough to travel to all of your country, Mexico, Panama, and and Cuba, and Miami, of course. So so it's the same feeling, the same vibes of the beach and the cocktails and all the laying down and enjoying
Good.
coconut trees and everything.
Yeah, it's nice. Portugal is one of the places I would like to visit too.
Yes,
And
I'm
also,
here. I will be here waiting.
thank you,
Now we
sis.
know where to stay.
Yes, 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 for sure. Yeah.
But that's great that you're able, like to travel to different places, and get to see different cultures. That's amazing, because that's
Yeah.
really one of the parts, like help you grow, um, as a business owner, because you get to meet different cultures, and
Of
also
course.
like enriching, to learning the history of like different places and the people, so it's nice that you have that opportunity to travel to different places.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so let's start with the first question, the next question, sorry.
All right. So, what inspired you to become a digital business owner, especially as a stay-home mom?
Okay, now this is not the really pretty style side of the story. I told you just a while ago that I had to travel a lot from a younger age. But when you're traveling, you have challenges, right? Because of relocating, you feel like lost sometime. You cannot get a job that will just take you for the period of the time that you will stay in that country. For me, it was like, okay, in Haiti, we spent 1 year. So for my husband, it was a little bit longer. But who would take me for 1 year, just working for a company for 1 year? It was challenging. And then we went to Jamaican. Jamaica also was challenging because of the language. I speak French. I was born in Congo, raised in Congo, so French is my language. And reaching a country that you don't speak the language, you have first to learn the language and then start looking for a job. My husband has a statue in Jamaica who could not help me get a job, you know. So I was stay-home mom, not because I wanted it, but because life happened, you know. Sometimes life just happened to you. You decided to do this, and then, okay, because of the challenges, because of this, because of the kids, you decided to start something else. And then I start looking online, of course, and I saw some beautiful ladies, you know, like myself, and also in some other countries like in America. And then you're like, okay, they can do that, why not me, you know? And what am I losing? You know, it's just me trying to learn about, because they mention a training, you know, they mention about a coach and a mentor that will help me. So I say, why can't I get the chance to create something that I will at least take with me wherever I go, you know? Take it with me from wherever I go. And then I'm happy that I did that, because in Jamaica now, I'm in Portugal. To Portugal now, you know, still I have my business with me. In the time that I'm looking for a job, but at least I started something that doesn't, you know, need to cut off, because it's my own business. So this is what um, I can say what inspired me. It's some other ladies that I see out there also, you know, with the same stories of relocating and having kids, having life happening. You know, sometimes you have kids and then you stop because you have to take care of your kid. I know, like in some country, like in America, you cannot afford sending them all in a daycare. It's cost. And then you decide, okay, let me sacrifice myself and stay at home. So all of these stories, you know, this is what inspired me to start also something online, because I can carry it from wherever I go. I have it with me. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I cannot relate on. There's many points that you touched there. One being as an immigrant arriving to Canada, and you talk about the language barrier that you got. Um,
Yeah.
Same here. Like I came from Panama. I speak Spanish. I knew a little bit of English, but when we arrived to the Quebec province, which they speak
Okay.
French. So at the
French.
same
Yeah.
yes. So at the same time, like at that time when I arrived, it was like very, very French. So for me it was like I arrived before the school started. Like I came as a teenager. Um, so I couldn't see the TV because I couldn't understand anything, and I couldn't play with the kids outside. So that was hard for me to be able, to communicate and like I'm pretty sure that you also felt this, like you're used to have your family around, like going to the
Yeah.
weekends to visit your family, and you don't have that here. Like it was just my parents and my brother and my sister, so that was hard too. And then you also mentioned about the finding jobs, in a new country. So many times, you immigrants, like my parents, and so many other immigrants, they come to country, and unfortunately they are not able to do their position that they used to have in their country, so they have to do something else. So
Yeah.
that's a struggle that I relate to you too. um and in terms, like you talk about the business, the flexibility, the portability of the business. That's one thing that I also love. Like that's one of the reasons why I joined this business. Because I love to travel, and I wanted to find a business that I can carry with me, so I
Yeah.
wasn't restrained to one location. And especially I have Asian parents, so they like to go to Panama, because that's where their roots are, right? And
Yeah.
that's what their family are. So we usually, like go. So now I can go with them and not worry about, like I have to come back, like to go back to work. So um and then I have my other family, in the United States. So I love that's one of the reasons why I also, joined this online business.
It's really good hearing your history.
Thank you.
It's just like we all came up for different parts of life, and seeing like the difference between a mother. I'm not a mother yet, and seeing that you made that decision, that be part of this business, being a mom with the kids and the opportunity that give you is just really inspiring, because I'm a nurse. I was working. I was a graduate nurse in 2020. I started working. I was doing good hours. I was getting a good pay, but I didn't have enough time for myself. I was always working, and the money wasn't never enough. Like you always had to start doing that extra chef, to pay all the bills and all of that. Yes, was a good money, but I have that doubt. I think that we all four have that doubt. That's like, wow, this is not can be everything. Like this cannot be life. That should be there another way that you can earn money and at the same time be able to take care of yourself and take care of your family at the same time and be there for them. So one of the reasons I joined this business as well was because, yeah, I was making good money, but I wasn't having enough time for myself, and with the money that I was making, I wasn't enough to help my mom back home because I want to retire my mom. I want to go for vacation. I want to go for traveling, but I wasn't able to do all of that, and
Yeah, yeah.
as an immigrant, I was already here in this country in Canada for almost 6 years at that time. Yeah, 6 years. And I haven't knew Canada. Like I haven't even maybe once Toronto because I didn't have time, because I was working, working, working. And I realized that yes, I'm going to get another job. I was like looking for like another job to earn more money, but I didn't want to be same thing, the nursing. I didn't want to be nothing related with that. I did want like a little bit more comfort. I didn't want to be able to do it at home. I want to be able to take it where I want, and I like the automatization.
What?
Automated.
All
Yes, automatization. Yeah.
I like it that always was working for me, like yes, it's good. You learn a lot, and most of the things I'm not a tech savvy, and all the things that we learn is just I'm amazed about the business, and I'm always happy to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna proceed with the next question.
Okay, guys, sorry I'm having internet issues over here, but here's the next question. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced when starting your business?
Well, is as I said before, first it was the language. When I started the business, it was the training is in English. Now they're trying to put some subtitles, but before we did not have that. So for me, English was the issue because I knew a little bit of English from school and from the company I used to work for, but it was basic, right? So I needed to make sure that I understand what they're talking about, because it's a business. You will put your money in there. You have to understand what they're talking about, right? And then also, I wasn't tech savvy. So I wasn't tech savvy. I was like, okay, I have my Facebook page, but what next? What am I going to do next? And of course, when it started about asking about doing lives, you have to show your face out there. Not everybody on Facebook want to do that. So like I don't like to show and start talking. Of course, the beginning was so challenging because of all of these things, but we overcome it, and yeah, that's what I can mention for now.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing important. We have another
Believe me, I
member in
can
the.
completely relate to your story.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Isabel.
Sorry, guys. No, I was saying I can completely relate to Mireille because when I started the business, I wasn't tech savvy. I knew nothing about going on lives and doing content or anything. I can relate to her too about being an immigrant and being a mother and trying to be home for the children. So I completely understand this. When I took this business, it was a challenge for me because because I wanted to do it, but I had so many things that I didn't think I could do because the experience to do it. So um, I completely relate to her about that.
Mhm. Yeah. For me, like, well, I was going to talk about, you were talking about the language barrier. You also had another member in our community who also, he joined the business not knowing nothing in English, just French like you. And, but he wanted to change his life. So he immersed himself, on those training, and today, he's able to speak English, and,
Yeah.
like, and he had,
I think I think I know who you're talking about. He's from, yeah, from Rwanda or someone like, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I heard his story as well.
His
I
story
was so
and his
touched.
testimony is
Yeah.
so good.
yeah,
Yeah, I was so touched by his testimonial. How we can, when you want something, how you can make it happen. It's so amazing. That's when you just devote, you say, okay, let me do this. You
mhm,
don't know, we have extra power from everywhere, and then we make it happen if we want. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, yes.
I think
Um,
my biggest challenge um, um, was a part of the technical issue that I'm always really bad at it. But my biggest challenge was the change of mentality, you know, because I
Okay.
was always working for someone else. I didn't knew I'm still learning, but I didn't knew how to behave or how to act owning a business. I didn't knew that experience because I had never thought to own a business. Never thought that was even possible in my life because I always was thinking to work for someone else. So having the opportunity that own my own business and make my own decisions and uh, be work for me is being the challenge, but it's a good challenge because
Yes.
it's open your world completely, completely financial, economical, everything. It's just completely. I think that was my biggest challenge, just having understanding that role as the business owner.
yeah, for me was, one of the challenges was same as you, doing the lives. Even though even now, like, you might think like, oh yeah, she's comfortable doing lives, but I'm still not comfortable. Like, I mean, this environment I'm okay with, but when it comes to like being doing live by myself, or for example, like doing lives on the streets, that still be challenging for me, like I'm still a little bit shy, doing lives. I didn't in Japan. I went to Japan, but I didn't in Japan because I didn't have a choice. But that
Yes.
forced me that forced me to do a live. But I did it because, I didn't have memory on my phone. So by doing live was I was able to capture the video and then download it afterwards. But yeah, but it was hard, but it was a learning experience because, like, I guess I felt comfortable over there because I was talking another language and they didn't understand what I was talking. So that's probably was I felt comfortable. But when I'm in the same environment where people understand what I'm saying, I'm kind of a little bit shy. So I still have to work on that. But yeah, that's a work in progress for in terms of life for me. Okay. Do you wanted to say anything, Isabel, or we go to the next one? Okay, we're going to the next one. So um just a sec. Just technical issues here. Um, so, how do you balance your responsibilities as a mom and a business owner?
Okay. My sister, I think Yesi, she mentioned it before that our system is we use automation, so this really really help us, and that is one of the biggest reason we decided to start this business as parents, as even just adults, because we have responsibilities, and you cannot be at the same time everywhere, you know But knowing that you have a system that will do the work for you, it's amazing, right? It's amazing. And then you say, okay, let me now use it for my good. So I'm using the automation system for my good. I schedule most of the things that I have to do. And then I prioritize per day, because not every day is the same day. Some days you have a lot to do for the business, So you start by priorities, what you can do, and then you also organize your house. The good thing is that you can. It's a stay. I'm a stay housewife, so I can do everything. You do two things at the same time. Sometimes I even take pictures. I'm cooking and then I'm doing a live. So this is what makes it fun, that you can be you, still you, but at the same time having something working for you 24 hours, nonstop, and generating result to you. So I use automation, of course, to schedule everything, and I do prioritize. I schedule, and I have an agenda that I make everything on my agenda, and then I go like that. What is the priority for today? I have some inquiries that I have to respond to, and then I have to post sometime, because my audience is most in America. So guys are ahead, the time ahead to me. So I can schedule my post for afternoon, my time, or I can do it before, one day before, it's just like that. And some days it's just you can cook the meal that you want, you can do your nails, and some other days you don't have time to take care of yourself. You have to rush, because sometimes people think that when we say stay home mom, when we say digital business at home, they think you're lazy. You're not lazy. Sometimes, yes, sometimes you have a lot on the table to take care of. If you're not organized, you're stuck. So it takes organization,
Yes.
scheduling things, and then taking things by priorities. This is how I do it for my days, to have a little bit of sense and, yeah, rules. Yeah, this is what I do.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like you say many times, probably people think that we don't have too many things to do, but yeah, we do have things that, as a business owner, that they don't see, like what you do behind the scenes of a business owner, and with that you have to balance, the people you're helping. You have to balance also, your personal life, your family time, so yeah, so it's very good to have time management, because it's otherwise, you're not gonna be able to have balance. But at the same time, you also have to have your me time, because
Yeah,
you don't want to get burned out, and then everything that you were working for, then it gets delayed, so you want to make sure that we have that balance on everything, that you allocate time for your family, because your family also needs you, and
yeah,
then you allocate time for your business and for your work if you're working, um, and then all that. So yeah, so it's important to try to do, like, I usually do like a to-do list, and then I write it down. I'm a mix of old fashioned and new fashion and new technology, so I mix both of them. But yeah, I use my calendar on my phone, like for all the meetings or whatever I have to do on the day and for the rest of the week. But I also I use my notebook where I do my list and I look for priority. Sometimes I don't complete the whole things that I schedule for the day, but that gets pushed to the next day, and that's how, we try to do it. Anyone else wanted to add something else?
So yes, I just want to say something, to tell to all the viewers, like, this is a real business, of course, a real business came with responsibilities, but also they also have to be like a balance. You have to you're doing this for your family, you're doing this for yourself, so you also have to make sure that you're giving time for yourself and your family as well, because this is what are you doing this business for. So sometimes when we see the money we go crazy. But it happens, and then we forgot that oh my gosh, I have to spend time with my family. But it's just a balance. But it's just like learning and understanding that it's just something else more to 9 to 5, and you can do too many things with your 24 hours.
Mhm.
But yes, it's all about balance.
Yes. Okay, so this is our next question, Jesse.
Were you skeptical when you first found out about this business? What would you say to those that were skeptical?
Of course, I was skeptical because it's an world that I don't know. It's a field that I've never, you see people online, but you don't know what they're doing. Everything is online, good and bad. Of course, I was skeptical it when it reached the point that you have to invest, you have to put some money, you have to put your name as well, right? And yeah, everything that you have to put it out there, for you to create something huge, right? So I was skeptical because of all of these things, but what I did, I reached out to the person that, because I was convinced about by a live interview, not an ad. It was a live interview, so it was some lady talking, and then I reached out to one of them and I ask my question. Of course, we have 30 days to think, to when you pay your member fees, and you have 30 days to look around and to learn about the business. So I did all of that. I've learned about everything. I say, okay, let me ask many questions as much as I can, because if you don't do that, you don't know, right? So I was skeptical, but I did approach the person. I asked question and I approached the system. I did my homework to learn about the system, and then before deciding. What I can say to people who are skeptical, it's normal to be skeptical. So it's human to be skeptical. When you don't know something, you ask the question. Even for when we used to be babies, we used to be kids. I was a kid, when you're growing, they would tell you what is, they put something in front of you. And then you would ask, what is it? If they say don't touch it, you don't touch. If they say touch, but when they say don't touch it, you want to touch to see by yourself what is in there, right? So it's always good to approach the person and ask questions, because we are there as mentors to help someone out there. Like us, we used to be also scared, but we are in the business now. So if you approach me, I will tell you what is it, what you can avoid, what you cannot avoid. That's why we're here for. We sign up here to do that, to help you to have a little bit better, easier life than maybe we had before, right? If someone before me didn't know what I know today, so for you who will come to me, you will be happy. You say, oh, my mentor know better, right? So it's always good to come and then do your homework, learn, because we have 30 days, as I said, for you to do your homework, to look around, to ask your question. The good thing is, if you don't speak the language, we have in the community Latino, like my sisters here, Latinos, right? We have French community, we have English, we have everybody, and people from your country, even from like the village where you came from. How amazing is that? And they can help you understand, and then you can go from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like if you're skeptical, you need to ask questions, because that's the only way that you're gonna find out, like if this is for you, or if it's not for you. Uh, but if you stay in the same place, you're not gonna move ahead. So by asking questions, the only way that you can go ahead and be able to change your life. Than if you're staying just in the same position, being skeptical and not finding out to see, you know because you don't lose anything to ask and to find out. It's We have that, like, our webinar is free, so you get to register and you can see it free. You don't have to pay anything, and then like if you want to know more, then that's when you proceed to the next step.
So yes, so I want to say, like we are all skeptical, like, and that's normal. That's part of the process. That's normal for like people like us. We were there at the same time, and also like people like they came up like us. They never have nothing to do with business. We don't have a clue about what is going on, but it's just having when you want something for yourself, if you want a change, you're watching us, you're looking at us, and you're saying, oh my gosh, looking at these people, they're sharing this idea. But if you want a change in your life, just go register, watch the 90 minutes free webinar, and if you decided you want to move on, you pay the 149, but you have 30 days, guys. 30 days so you can go and ask all the questions that you want. You can watch all the precaution calls. And we're here, we're showing you that we're like real people, because we know how many things are there on the internet, and that's the bad side. Sometimes you get like a really, as like, let's call it like, there are bad things are around there in the internet, and you always get a little bit skeptical, a little bit scared. But like, you don't lose nothing. If you have to try. You have 30 days, and you can go for it, and it's guaranteed, like, and that's what we're here for. We're sharing the experience with you, and we were on your same step. We were right there. We were skeptical too. We saw the opportunity, but we did something about it. We took the change, and we went for it, and we are still here. We like what we see, and we went for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
mean, how many people do we have in the business that how many people do we have in the business that were skeptical at the beginning, and when they saw, the webinar, when they saw the system, when they saw results, they're like, okay, there's something in here, and they decided to stay, and now they're doing really good in the business. It's all about taking that leap of faith. If you see the webinar and you see something in there that gets your attention, believe me, the business works. I mean, and the training and everything is provided for you. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to, be a professional in IT to do this business. Anybody can do it, and it's proven that the system works for everyone. So that's what I wanted to add to that.
thank you, Isabel. Okay, so we're gonna go with the next question. Isabel.
Okay, next question. Can you share a moment or achievement in your business that you are particularly proud of?
Okay. You gain a lot, when you do business, and you have also a lot of challenges, as I mentioned before. But here I will not talk about the finances, because it's private, and I will maybe just say, the development, the mindset that has been growing, because you have the challenge. It's exactly the same thing when you do a traditional business. You feel sometime alone, but here we have a huge community. When you do a traditional business, you feel alone, like left alone. No one wants to understand you, because you have the dream in yourself, right? But here in this community, we have a huge we have help, we support each other. Even though you came because you want the change, financial change, and the values for the family, for yourself as well, you feel yourself like surrounded by people, like-minded people, that's helping you through the process of you becoming as well successful. Look at this today. I've never met you before, but now we can connect easily, and we can help each other. When I cannot make it, I will call my sister Sandy, can you help me? And of course, it's like this. She will take it and help me, not even knowing my background, not even knowing who I am. If I'm a good person or not, she will be willing to help me. So this is what is the most important thing that I've gained here, because you feel yourself lifted, right? Even though you were like down, as I said, I was a stay-home mom. you feel alone. What you have on the table is just to talk about, oh, the school for the kids. You meet some mom and you discussed about, they're laughing, the kids, they were laughing today, blah, blah, you know. But here in this community, we all together, pushing together, challenging together to create something, a legacy that will stay. And we're inspiring again some other young girls and ladies like us who may be sitting and thinking, what can I do tomorrow? You know, so this mindset has been the really good blessing for me. And of course, there's many, but I would just say this for tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, one of the things that you were saying at the beginning, we never thought that we could go live and do this live presentations, and now we're doing it. So that's one of the things that we're proud of. Proud to have time for the kids, to be there for them, to really give them quality time and see what they're doing, and help them with things that they're doing, and teaching them, not missing any milestones with the kids. It's just something that we're very proud of, because we have the time to be with them and
Yeah,
not worry about uh, having them at the daycare or with a babysitter. So
yeah,
there's a lot of things that we have achieved from the beginning to now that we didn't think we could do. And here we are, and every day we're learning something new and doing something different. And yes, we challenge ourselves, and we do get out of our comfort zone every day to do more. And now we don't see it so much with fear. We just see it as, okay, I can do this, and I'm gonna do it, because we know we're capable.
yeah. But I maybe want to add just to say that, when you reach to that point that, okay, I was a house mom only, but I mean, I'm not diminishing this because it's huge things too, right? But staying at home, you like sometime in the basic, you just keep on talking the same thing, you're meeting the same people. But when you start a business and then you reach to your goals, you look behind and you say, I did this, So it makes you proud of knowing that you came from 0 point to a point that, wow, I did this for my family. And you create a legacy that will stay forever, because our system is that you can pass to the next generation the business that you have. When you look at this and you're helping other moms like yourself, and you're creating a joy, you're bringing joys and value on the table in families. You say, I am the one who make them happy. I am the one who's the basic of what make them happy. Together, we saw some family were separate, and they could be together because of this business. So it's amazing to know that we are creating values, more values, and we are part of this.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The things that, the achievements that we see is not only financially, like so many other achievement that we get. Like, for example, be able to have the time with the family that we didn't have before. Um, Also, like you mentioned, like someone mentioned, I can't remember, about the mindset. That's one of the things, because when we come here, not everyone has an open mindset. Like, we all have different types of mindset when we join the business. But once we start the training, once we start talking to other people, we start uh, learning, and absorbing everything, like all the positive things, and you start expanding your mindset, like things that you before you were like only seeing you like straight, now you're a little bit wider, so you have a wider perspective. You are able to take challenges, and things that comes your way, and be able to overcome those, and like you mentioned, like the community is one of the things that plays a big role on this, because like not everyone has the support of their family, you know So that's when the community, the global community that we have, kicks in, because they're there to support you emotionally, and also celebrating all those milestones from you, little ones, because we also have to take in consideration that um, we always think like big milestones, but in reality we gotta celebrate every little milestone that we achieve, because because of those every little milestones that we celebrate, that's what pushes forward to reach that big milestone that we're aiming for. So I wanted to
Yes.
say that. Okay, so the next question is, so what advice would you give to older stay-at-home moms who are considering starting their own business?
Okay, what I will say to them that it's always good to try new things, you know. It's always good to move, you know, you cannot be static, just stay in the same spot and you've been crying. Maybe you want to see change. And you know, as lady, as mom, we are the one who knows really what's happened in our houses, right? You know what's missing, you know, this child need this, you know, my family back home, I need to help them, and I need to send money. Even when you're married, even when you're not married or you're married, you know that you know what's missing in your house, right? And you know also what you can improve. So it's always good to create sources of income. You cannot depend on one source of income. Remember what we had through, I think it's 2 years now that we had the pandemic, right?
Mhm.
We never thought about this, but life happened. As I told you before, relocation came and then it hits me. You know, I didn't know that I would be a stay-at-home mom, even though I'm not complaining about that, but life switches things, you know.
Mhm.
And when it switches things, if you don't have a plan B for yourself, you will keep on crying, and then people are starting having depression because everything just collapsed one day. So it's always good to have many things that you can try. If you are not convinced about us, you just come and have a little bit of the look. We're asking you not to give us money. No one asked to give us money. We want you to come watch the 90-minute webinar, you know, for you to learn and to see if you can make it happen. And we're not begging family and friend. We just want you to come, have a look, open your minds to the fact that there are opportunities out there that's been helping some other moms like you. Look at us. We all ladies, you know, we all ladies helping each other, and we want you also to open your eyes that there is something that you can do even when you just sit at home, you just count the bills, and then something is missing. Every time something is missing, by the end of the month you start screaming, you start getting mad, you know, knowing that you can make it by yourself through a system with a training and mentors and coach that will guide you through the process is the best of the best business, right? So just give it a try. I will encourage you. You can even start by a little thing, a little investment, and then you grow with the business. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to quick add to besides what you say, is like also many times like they many moms or stay at home moms, they're like a little bit afraid, or they don't believe in themselves, that they're capable of doing more. But if you think about all the moms out there, like they are like a superhero, because they do so much. So
Yeah.
you don't realize how much potential you have. You just have to believe in yourself, and you will see how much you can do. Um yeah, so this is a good opportunity. So don't think that you're not capable, because everyone is capable, and especially you moms, because you are amazing, and you will do anything for your family, and you're capable of doing so many things. Like you are made for multitasking, so you do a lot of
Yeah.
stuff at the same time. So So yeah, so I encourage you all stay at home moms, to be able to look for, another possibilities to
Yeah.
be able to change your life.
Yes, yes. A lot of times we have moms who are at home and they're stay-at-home moms and they're always looking for something that they can do, especially from home. This is a great opportunity for them, to start something. Like we said, we're not asking you to pay the 149. Just watch the webinar and look at all the information we have about the business plan. And it's great because you can do it from the comfort of your home, or you can do it from anywhere. If you have to take your kids to activities, if you have to take them to games or whatever, you can always do it from there and not have to worry about missing time. Because I know a lot of times, as moms, we feel that we are not gonna dedicate our time to our kids when we take on something else, but we can do it because the kids take naps, they go to sleep, they play games, so there's always time to do it. You don't need a whole day to do this business. Just with a couple hours a day you'll be able to do it. And you can decide when you work. If you want to do it in the morning, in the afternoon, you decide your hours because this is your own business. And like Sandy said, as a stay-at-home mom, you do a lot already because you're always trying to do 5 things at a time, And I know that because I'm a mother. So we are capable of doing things. We just have to challenge ourselves and learn. There's a lot of learning to do here, but we have all the tools that you need. We'll give you all the training so you don't have to worry about not knowing where to start, because we will show you. And besides that, you will have our support. You have our support as your mentor, and we will guide you the whole way so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes. Okay. So we have arrived to the end of our life. We just do a quick recap of what we touched today, on our life. So we talk a little bit about, like, the background and how, Mireille, end up, from Congo to Portugal. What inspired her and each one of us, like, to join the digital business. Also, like the different types of challenges that we all face, doing the business. Um, how we can balance, the responsibilities as a mom and, like, as a business owner, of how to try to find that balance. And we also talk about skepticism, like how you can overcome the skepticism and, be able to find out the information that you need to find to be able to change your life. And also, like we talk about, the achievements that we have, received from doing this online business, like, um, it's all the different types of achievements, because it's not only about financial income, it's also, like, about having that flexible time with the family, things that you were not able to do it before. Now you are able to have that family quality time. um, we also, talk about, like, um, the advice that we give to the stay at home moms that we just talked about just a few minutes ago. Like, we wanted to inspire all the moms out there that are stay at home moms, that you're capable of doing, any business. You have like an online business, you have the support, you have the training and all that. It's only you that you have to that know that you are capable of doing it, because you gotta believe in yourself, because you are a super mom. I mean, all the moms out there are super moms, with all the stuff
Yes.
they do. So shout out for you, all the moms out there. um, so yeah, so this is a little recap of what we touched today. So, we want to thank all the viewers today that watch our live, and for those watching the replay. Also, before, I want to mention that, we have our business pages on the screen. So you can follow us in our pages, and see our content, like what we post, and get to know each one of us a little bit more. We also have our website on the screen, so you can register with your name and email address, and you will receive an invitation to our free webinar, that will tell you a little bit more about our business plan, and you will hear business owner testimonials from our members of our community. You also get an invitation to our private Facebook group, where you will see more members of our community that are having success, and more material about, about our business. And today, so if you want to register today, you are able to watch the live webinar today at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, and what time in Portugal, sis?
I don't even watch it because it's always the following day. So
Yes,
Oh,
yes, it's true.
yeah,
But I think
yeah,
that's changing with the new platform, because now there's
yes.
gonna be a lot.
yeah,
So that's great for you guys, because yeah, it makes a difference, because it's either too early or too late for certain
yes,
parts of the
yes,
world.
yes.
Yeah, so
It
that's
used
nice.
to be like during the morning, early in the morning, like
Like two
1
or
a.m.
three.
or 2
Yeah.
a.m. So I always catch the replay. Yeah.
Yes. But you see, this is another example of how our community has grown up.
Oh,
Like when it started, they didn't believe it was going to grow so fast, and like so big, globally. That they only had like from the Pacific time zone to the East side zone, and now we are global around the
global.
globe.
Yeah.
So we need to cater for all our members of our community, right? So to make it available for respectable hours. So that's what they moved to a new platform that now is going to be able to cater all the different time zones around the globe to for all the members of our community. So that's amazing, and that's another proof to you guys that we are growing as a community. Like we are
Yes.
changing lives every day, every moment, every second. Like people are joining our
But
business.
reaching more people all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So, and we want to thank you, Mireille, also our
Yes.
special
Thank you
guest
so
today,
much.
for coming today to our live and sharing your experience, like all your journey, like in the business, uh, online business, doing your business. So thank you so much for coming today and sharing
Thank
your
you so
experience.
much for having me. It was a
Thank you for
blessing.
being here.
Thank
Thank
Yes.
you.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank
Okay.
you to
Okay.
all viewers.
Yes, and for those watching the replay. So until the next episode of the Latin
Voices
Voices.
Latinas. Oh,
Bye,
Latin
Yes.
voices.
everyone. Good
Bye.
morning, good night.